Hello friends, welcome to the Farm Square. Let's start learning. Subscribe, comment and give your valuable feedback. Today's topic is antacids. Antacids are the drug or preparations which neutralize the secretion of hydrochloric acid in the stomach of the patient suffering from hyperchlorhydria. As we all know that we have HCl in our stomach. So if there is excess HCl, then we use antacid to neutralize the excess amount of HCl. Here is the point that antacid act by decreasing the secretion of hydrochloric acid in the body. These drugs give relief to the abdominal pains, means stomach pain, of hyperchlorhydria, means excess HCl in patient. Examples are sodium bicarbonate NaCO3, magnesium salt and its compound, calcium and its compound, and last is milk of magnesia. Now the some of the ideal properties of antacids are, these are the some ideal properties of antacid, which include: antacid must be insoluble in water and has fine particular form. This is the first point. Second is, it should not cause systemic alkalosis. It should not absorb. It should not be laxative or cause constipation. Means laxative are those drugs which increase the peristalsis movement. It should not cause any side effect. It should be stable and readily available. It should probably inhibit pepsin. It should have buffer pH range 4 to 6. Means we all know that the hydrochloric acid in stomach have a pH of 1.8. So to neutralize the hydrochloric acid, it has a pH range between 4 to 6. It should not evolve large quantities of carbon dioxide gas on reacting with gastric hydrochloric acid. This is the reaction when hydrochloric acid is reacting with sodium bicarbonate NaCO3. Here this is the reaction. Sodium bicarbonate is reacting with the hydrochloric acid. There is a formation of carbon dioxide. So here it is written that it should not evolve large quantities of carbon dioxide on reacting with the gastric HCl. This is a reaction. Although no compound or preparation is found ideal for the above all criteria. Means कोई एक सिंगल जो प्रिपरेशन है वो सभी क्राइटेरिया को फुलफिल नहीं कर सकता, इसलिए कॉम्बिनेशन में हम यूज़ करते हैं. सो इट इज़ अ पॉइंट हियर. सम कंपाउंड्स ऑफ सोडियम एल्यूमिनियम, मैग्नीशियम, कैल्शियम, क्लोरीन are widely used in combination to avoid side effect of antacids. So this is a point, important point. Now we have to discuss about the sodium bicarbonate. Preparation of sodium bicarbonate is prepared by first sodium hydroxide. This is the sodium hydroxide you can see in the reaction. So sodium hydroxide is reacting with the carbon dioxide, and what we get the sodium carbonate, and then sodium carbonate is reacting with the carbon dioxide and water, and what we get sodium bicarbonate. So in here it is written that sodium bicarbonate is prepared by sodium hydroxide is reacted with the carbon dioxide, and then the resulted product, means this product, is again treated with the carbon dioxide, and what we get the sodium bicarbonate. Now the properties are, it is white odorless crystalline powder, soluble in water, insoluble in alcohol, and aqueous solution is alkaline to litmus. सिंपल सी बात है, अगर हम एंटासिड्स में यूज़ कर रहे हैं इसे, तो ये एल्कलिन ही होना चाहिए. अगर ये एसिडिक नेचर का होगा तो HCl का जो अमाउंट है उसको न्यूट्रलाइज ये नहीं कर पाएगा. स्टोरेज कंडीशन इज, इट शुड बी स्टोर इन वेल क्लोज कंटेनर with optimum temperature maintained. Here is the reaction that in the presence of heat, sodium bicarbonate forms sodium carbonate, water and carbon dioxide. Here it is written that degradation on heating, means it will degrade on heat. because of heat it will degrade, so we have to store in airtight container or well closed container with optimum temperature. Now the uses of sodium bicarbonate, as we study it in antacid, so it is basically used as antacid. It is also used as a electrolyte replenisher because sodium is there. It is used as systematic alkalinizing agent used in the treatment of systemic acidosis, treatment of diarrheal condition. So these are the uses of sodium bicarbonate. Now aluminum hydroxide. Here first we have to discuss about the preparation. Aluminum hydroxide gel is prepared by treating aluminum chloride. You can see in reaction that it is aluminum chloride reacting with the aluminum hydroxide, and we get the aluminum hydroxide gel and ammonium chloride. So what is our aim? Aim to get the aluminum hydroxide gel, and we get this. So now the dried aluminum hydroxide gel which is obtained from here, it consists mainly of hydrated aluminum oxide and varying small quantities of basic aluminum carbonate and bicarbonate. It contains not less than 47% of aluminum oxide, which having the formula Al2O3 in the form of hydrated oxide. Now the properties are: it is white, light, colorless, tasteless, amorphous powder. It is written here, insoluble in water and soluble in dilute mineral acids. Now the uses are: it is a gastric antacid, because we have discussed these drugs in antacid, so basic use is antacids. It is also used as dentifrices and astringent property. It also have astringent properties. Astringent means protein precipitant. For this you can also check the playlist or the description box. Now the aluminum phosphate AlPO4 preparation. Aluminum phosphate is prepared by treating aluminum sodium oxide with phosphorus acid. So the characteristics is white powder having melting point 1460 degrees Celsius, pH is about 5.5 to 6.5, insoluble in water and alcohol. Storage is same, it should be stored in well closed container, and uses are same. It is used as antacid, ideal than aluminum hydroxide gels, means it is more used than aluminum hydroxide gel. Now the last is calcium carbonate. The calcium carbonate occur in nature as limestone. We all know that that calcium carbonate is known as limestone, marble and calcite. Now the preparation is: calcium carbonate is prepared by treating calcium chloride with the sodium carbonate. Calcium chloride with the sodium carbonate, and we get the calcium carbonate and sodium chloride. So from here we get the crystals of calcium carbonate. This is the reaction. Now characteristics are: characteristics is: it occurs as a white, odorless, tasteless microcrystalline powder. If there is written here is a white crystalline powder, means it is a colorless crystals which are stable in air, and in presence of heat it is written that at 83 degrees Celsius it will degrade and form calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Storage is generally same. It is stored in well closed container which is light resistant container in optimum temperature. Uses are same as antacid, but some more uses are: it is used as food additive, calcium supplement because it contains calcium ion, and homeopathic medicine. Now the magnesium oxide. Preparation of magnesium oxide is by heating magnesium carbonate. This is the magnesium carbonate, MgCO3. In the presence of heat it will form magnesium oxide and carbon dioxide. The characteristics are: it is bulky white powder, odorless, slightly alkaline, practically insoluble in water. Storage is generally same, which is stored in well closed container. Uses are antacid and laxative property. Food additive and dentifrices are the uses of magnesium oxide. Now the magnesium carbonate preparation is first. There is a two preparation. When magnesium oxide is reacting with the carbon dioxide, we get the magnesium carbonate. This is the reaction. After it is written here, then magnesium carbonate is prepared by treating magnesium oxide same with the carbon dioxide CO2 reaction MgO plus CO2 MgCO3. Magnesium carbonate is also prepared by treating magnesium chloride MgCl2. You can see here magnesium chloride with the sodium bicarbonate, and we get the magnesium carbonate. Sodium chloride, water and carbon dioxide characteristics are contained not less than 40% and not more than 45% of magnesium oxide. White odorless powder, stable in air, which is stable in air, practically insoluble in water and alcohol, and they are dissolved in dilute acids. Uses is same. It is used as antacid, cathartics and laxatives. Laxative, as I told you, that it is used to increase the bowel movement, and food additives. Now the magnesium trisilicate MgO3SiO2.3H2O preparation is magnesium trisilicate is prepared by treating magnesium sulfate. In the reaction you can see here, this is a magnesium sulfate. MgSO4 is treating with the sodium silicate, Na2O.3SiO2 sodium silicate, and we get the magnesium trisilicate. Now the properties are, you can remember these reactions because they are very important for the exam point of view. An examiner directly asks you write the preparation of magnesium trisilicate or any other drug. Now the characteristics are, it is odorless fine white tasteless powder, practically insoluble in water and alcohol. Storage is generally same, which is stored in well closed container and uses as antacid and absorbent. Now here at the last it is written that combination of antacid preparation, no single, this is very important for the exam point of view. If you write these points you will get more marks, I think. No single antacid complete all the criteria. As I told you in the beginning, for an ideal antacid, several products are available in the market containing a mixture of antacid. Mixture means combination of drugs, mixture of salts. Most of them have constipative effect. Constipation effect means they decrease the bowel movement or peristalsis. Examples are calcium and aluminum salt. And laxative effect gives by magnesium. Calcium carbonate containing antacid mixture, calcium carbonate with aluminum hydroxide gel yield product which have a rapid onset of action with prolonged action. So this is all about the antacid. If you have any doubt, you have to write it in the comment box. We already uploaded many videos about the pharmaceutical chemistry, inorganic chemistry. You can go through them. And if you like the video, please subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching. Keep supporting.